It's time to
rock and roll. Rock and roll. Where is the rock and roll? We got some rock and roll
Well,
coming
it's
up.
not.
Right?
I didn't do it yet. I'm doing the rumble.
Are we doing? We're doing the rumble before the rock and roll. So the R before the R.
I have to put the thumbnail up in rumble. Always.
Why are they so manual, and in such an automatic world?
I don't know. It's very weird, but
I'm chewing nootropics very loud.
people are gonna turn off.
Oh, I'm throwing it out after the song. This is my secret favorite part of the intro. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The unapologetically long intro song, and we don't give a fuck because welcome back, dipshits. It's Sunday night at 9:30.
It gives me time to set up Rumble and all the other things and share everything out and all the other nonsense we gotta do.
There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Welcome back, dipshits. And we are here still.
It's another Sunday.
Despite the world going crazy.
Another Sunday.
Another Sunday. So what's going on in the fucking world, Mike? What's going on?
I have no idea, bro.
Me neither. You know, like I really I like thumbnail stuff by just like sending you shit, and like and I forget what I've seen in the last week, and it's just I've actively just been trying to not watch the news. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of sports lately, and that's it.
Excuse me, I'm kind of numb to like everything nowadays. It's like there's so much shit going on, and they don't report about Ukraine anymore, or do they? I heard one of the biggest Russian airstrikes
Sorta.
in months, and 2 people died. It's like, well, if it was that big, only 2 people died. That sounds like a waste.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You know, you're always going to have like these, like, I guess these warophiles. I don't know, like people who are gonna like tune in to watch that. So there's a demographic of people who are just definitely gonna tune in to see what war is going on where, and there's always somebody reporting on it, whether or not it's in like the hype. Because this is hype. This is hype culture now.
It's absolutely hype culture. It's you know. Do I have the screen still? Oh, I do.
It's starting to become like tabloidish and sensationalist on most news channels.
On many fronts. Yeah. On many fronts. Let's see. So we'll start off with some news. Let's see some current events. It's not really. It's not so much current. I actually don't even check the dates, so this could be from like years ago for all I fucking know.
It's news. It's news to us. This is brand new to us. Yeah.
It just caught my attention. I clicked it, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this is about. But apparently, it is from May of this year, so that's a bonus.
All right, that is this month, so we are at least in the month.
Where do we go? Okay, hot diggity dog. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wienermobiles put on riveting race in...
That's right.
Is that Weenie 500?
Yeah, it's the Weenie 500. All the Oscar Mayer trucks got in like a NASCAR track and raced each other. Really? Now, this is the thing. Now, isn't it like the thing about NASCAR is that all of them pretty much go just as fast as each other? Yeah. And it's all about where you're positioned and how you get around each other, right?
You're gonna draft... I think it's called drafting. When you're in the car in front of you is literally moving the air out of your way for you.
Okay.
So you can go a little faster as you come up to their bumper and at the last second go around them.
Are you talking about shake and bake? Isn't that shake and bake? That's shake and bake.
But that's not even from that. I learned that in the game fucking not Tokyo Drift, Need for Speed Underground.
Okay, so
Need for Speed Underground they did that.
Now, that being said, none of these trucks are souped up or anything like that. So they're all pretty much the same engine, the same truck. They go just the same speed.
If I sold enough hot dogs that year, I'm putting a supercharger in my fucking Wienermobile. I will blow these motherfuckers out of the water. I'll be the fastest wiener on that track.
It would be pretty sick if you had like a Batmobile fucking exhaust on the back of that fucking hot dog and it's just shooting fire out the back of the hot dog. What if it shot fire out the back? And it was the chili dog mobile.
Wow.
I'm saying, dude, Oscar Mayer, why aren't you already on this? Why isn't there a fucking chili dog mobile? Why don't you have from each city? You know how you have the Chicago dog and it has like a pickle in it? There should be the Chicago fucking wiener mobile. Like, you should really have one for every city.
I'm a big fan of Chicago style hot dogs. It's mustard, onions, pickle.
It has a pickle running along the side of it, right?
Yes, I
like that
sandwich pickle,
I do that. I do that with wraps. So I'll like have so it being like on the side of a hot dog. And this is the thing, guilty pleasure. Eating the glizzy at a sporting event. Sorry the way it sounds, but it's just a thing now. It's just like I walk into a sports arena or a baseball stadium. You don't know what a glizzy is, Mike.
Well, some of our fans
it's 2025.
Not know what that is.
Glizzy's a hot dog, dude.
Wait. They call a hot dog a glizzy?
A hot dog is a glizzy. But there's also innuendo along with the glizzy.
Oh.
Okay. You don't remember those videos from like 2 years ago where people were slapping the glizzy out of their hand? Like it's like they watched their homeboy about to eat a hot dog and the guy goes, "What you doing with that glizzy?"
No.
Hey, yo, what are you doing with that glizzy? And he slapped the hot dog out of his hand. It was just like people were doing that gag. And it was like you could only eat a hot dog sideways for like a little while because motherfuckers are just being...
Well, it's just so it's like the banana thing now. Everyone's like, oh my God, you can't eat a banana. You're going to eat that banana?
But the banana's been a thing forever, though.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Everybody's been using that as the phallus trope.
The phallus trope. You ready for this next one?
God damn, this bourbon did not mix. Yeah, let's go. Harvard. Ooh, Harvard Med School morgue manager admits his role in the theft of human remains. I love stories like this, Mike, because this happened very close to my house where I grew up, and I love these on ID Discovery when it's like somebody's like harvesting body parts.
You grew up in Scranton, PA?
No. I grew up in Bensonhurst, and on Bath Avenue, right up the street from me. I grew up on Bay 19th, and on Bay 19th and Bath Avenue, there was a funeral home that got busted for selling like body parts from people like old people who are
coffee.
Weed coffee, dude. Is it like canned weed coffee or self brewed?
No, it's canned.
How does one self brew?
Well, I guess you would have to get infused maple syrup or something.
I would just cheat. I would just do can of oil in the fucking.
Yeah, why not?
So heat it up. You know what I mean?
Back to the article. The reason why I found this interesting is everyone talks about Harvard as being this prestigious, honest,
Ivy League,
like
best of the best, cream of the crop, the Cambridge of the United States.
But at the end of the day, you got to realize people are flawed, and if the people run something, it's inherently going to have some fucking issues because people fucking suck.
Yeah, I'm sure they have toilet issues like any other school.
Okay. Oh, the theft and sale of human remains, including hands, feet, and heads. Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, babe.
So specifically?
Can I buy a human head from Harvard? Can I buy a human head from Harvard for medical research?
How much is a human head?
I don't know.
For med research.
I don't know.
I know it's a joke. Allegedly, we're going to buy a human head, Mike. Right? Allegedly. So how much is said human head, Mike?
What? Hold on. No, we're not eating the head. I don't know. Let's see if the article tells.
We're gonna try to reanimate it. Is what we're gonna do to Frankenstein.
She said, "Are you gonna eat the head?" Cedric Lodge, 50. That's his name. Cedric Lodge.
Does he look creepy? Zoom in. Could we zoom in on this creep?
Is this him? That's not him over there. I don't see. No
it's automatically creepy,
it's
even though it's
page. Associated Press. It's not even a fucking page of information. Hold on. Cedric Lodge, 57, out of Grovestown, New Hampshire, pleaded guilty Wednesday to Pennsylvania in interstate transportation of stolen human remains. Federal prosecutors said.
Ooh, with FBI.
10 years in prison. Only 10 years for that shit. The thefts from New York and Boston occurred from 2018 through at least March of 2020.
But just hold on. That's 10 years just for the body part sales. But the thing is, there may be a racket behind it, and there's other charges that could come about because of that. Because then there's also like maybe wire fraud and other shit that he probably did to get paid for these body parts. Like, because there's no legit way that you're buying body parts unless there has to be a process, right? A checks and balances. Well, are we going to research how to buy body parts right now just to see if there's a checks and balances? Sounds like what we should do. You're not putting that in your Google search. We already have this up.
How to...
For medical research. For medical research.
I'm not entering. No. No.
All right.
The more I typed, hold on. You ready for this? This is why I didn't press enter. You know how when you type something and Google starts giving you suggestions? I wrote how to buy, and there was like a million suggestions. Human, and there was a million suggestions. Remains, no suggestions. They disappeared. So I was like, yeah, I'm not pressing enter.
Wow. Yeah. Let's not taint your search bar.
I'm not pinpointing anything.
We'll step away from that.
Onto.
But if you guys know, comment in the fucking, in the chat or whatever, comment later if you're watching this posthumously. Please let us know if you know how much a human head costs in the United States. Because I'm pretty sure it's dirt cheap in another country. I'm pretty sure if you go to like India or China, like I'm pretty sure you can get a head pretty cheap.
Thank you, zombies causing chaos.
We love zombies causing chaos.
So more news from 2025. I think it's 2025. Yeah, it's from May 21st, 2025. The Swiss evacuate livestock by hoof and helicopter because of landslide risk over the Alpine village.
Operation Dumbo Drop, Mike. You remember this?
This is a movie. That was a great movie.
And it works. It's practical. It's not just some. You know what? It's like. Do you remember how like Neil deGrasse Tyson debunked like Star Wars stuff, and he's like, well, the science just doesn't match up. Blah 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 blah. Yeah,
it's a movie. It shouldn't match up. Not everyone. Oh wow, we got cows flying, bro. We got.
And the thing is, I think Operation Double Drop was like a true story, and a lot of people call bullshit on it. But bullshit! There's an actual bull getting lifted right now,
and he's shitting, and it's gonna
shitting in the air. Looks like fun. I would love to be involved in that, like in the logistics. At least I don't want to fly the helicopter, but I want to be like the guy. Like I want to have the batons, Mike, and I want to guide the cows down.
You know what? Imagine
into the field.
Imagine the helicopter's in the air floating, and you're the guy walking his dog, and the cow shits from 300 feet in the air, 400 feet in the air.
Imagine the sound it makes.
Smashes into your head. And imagine you get like a severe concussion from this, and you have to go to court and go, oh, so what happened, sir? Well, I was walking down the street.
You ever hear? They'll be like, listen, you ever hear of a cow pie? Just imagine a cow meteorite. It's just
a cow meteorite.
It just shits out from the sky. That's a lot of shit, though. You know, like, obviously, you definitely had to go digging up mushrooms. Like, in Florida, there's a lot of places where you could do that up north and follow cows and, like, catch the mushrooms off their shit after it rains.
Wow.
And those cow piles, they're like, I don't know. Some of them are like the size of this laptop here. You know what I mean? And something that size falling from like 200 or 300 feet, it's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
It's like a textbook of shit getting like dropped on you.
Did you hear about this one? Moving on.
Let's go. Oh, so hold on a second. Her water broke, and she said, "I'm not leaving." Right. So this after that lady fainted, right? Do you remember that lady fainted like a week ago?
Yes.
And now this lady's water broke, and she fucking just said, "Well, my contractions are only 2 minutes apart, so I can finish the newscast." That's what she did, right?
Let's see. I don't know if it's a...
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Olivia Jakewith. And I'm Julia Dunn. We do have some...
Hold on. Listen to her voice.
This is crazy.
Listen to her voice.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Olivia Jakewith. And I'm Julia Dunn. We do have some breaking news this morning.
Hold on. This is too small. Sorry. But listen to her voice. She's definitely going through something.
Good Wednesday morning. I'm Olivia Jakewith. And I'm Julia Dunn. We do have some breaking news this morning. Literally. Yes. Olivia's water has broke.
That's
and
right.
she is anchoring the news now in active labor.
Early labor.
We've been doing the contractions. She's now, timing her contractions.
We'll see. I'm going to pay attention.
2 minutes apart?
No. There was one, but it's been a few minutes since then, so we're still in good shape.
Her decision to stay on the desk, by the way.
Look at what it says. Days past due date.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know.
She's toughing it out.
I'm happy to be here, and I'll stay on the desk for as long as I possibly can. But if I disappear...
We're so happy for you. She's 2 days overdue, so...
Is the other one pregnant too?
I don't think so. Maybe. Holy shit, maybe. Wow, good call. But,
listen, like, respect, that's wild. She's definitely like, but 2 minutes, most people would have punched out by then. I mean, most women would have been like, hey, click, all right. And most bosses would understand. So she's definitely doing this. Is this the Guinness Book of World Records, the like woman in labor on televised TV before going into the hospital to give birth?
I don't know.
Is there a record?
Listen, this is why. Listen, hold on. Let's finish this video.
She wants this baby.
That's right.
Baby out. But
all right. So if my baby does come today, Craig, how's the weather looking?
Not so great. And if I have to run off the set, that means I'm hoisting Olivia over my shoulders and taking...
Now's as good a time as ever to have a coffee.
A water break?
A water break.
That's right. We'll be right back.
Done that.
Puns were had by all. Puns were had by all.
All right, so no matter what she starts going through and the amount of pain she's going to be in a little bit, it will never compare to how bad and how much pain a man goes through when he has a cold.
I still went to work for that, though. Honestly, I still would go to work. It was like you felt like in construction, like you were shamed for like not like I'm surprised, like, because I wasn't in New York for COVID, but down here it was like you had to go right back to work. I think I was only out of work for like that first month, and then they called everyone back, and we all went back. So you were like shamed for being sick and not showing up. So. So I mean, like, respect to her for chilling. I don't know how long the newscast was, but her staying like 15 minutes on is even too long. I think she should have punched out, but good for her.
Yeah.
$640. Zombie causing chaos. It's $640 to buy a human head. That is insane. Now, do you get to choose how ugly the person is?
Hold on. No. Stop. Wait. Full disclosure. We are not accepting his offer. So if he attempts to give us a human head, we are not. It's his choice. There'll be no money exchange.
Sir, we are not accepting this human head. We're not taking this human
Bitcoin. We will only pay in Bitcoin. Little do you know, we don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't have
funny.
Bitcoin.
I'm glad you have a good memory, Ryan, because when he wrote 640, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But there's a delay between the text and when we see it, and I was like, oh, shit.
I remember every time I asked for a price, and I asked for, and listen, Zombie, you came through. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So, allegedly, a human head is $640, and I don't know, like, do you, like I said, do you get a choice on how, like, do I have a choice on the head that I get?
Well, I'm like a rare head is probably more expensive than a not rare. Like a regular white dude's head is probably
like
cheap.
What if it's like a vitiligo head?
That's what I'm saying. Or like, you know, what if it's we can get really racist right now and not intentionally, and it'll be another reel like I'm doing right now where it's like I say those.
Well, then say all the first ones. What if it's like a Nazi head? What if it's a Viking head? What if it's a fat Irish head? No. What if it's a Polak's head? What if it's a fucking Greek's head? What if it's an Italian's head? Now say everybody else.
Why are you putting me on the spot with the really racist ones? Jesus Christ, dude. No one gives a fuck about the last one you mentioned.
I navigated right out of that one, motherfucker.
Oh, you did. But seriously, like a regular white guy's head's got to be cheaper than, like, say, an Asian guy's head. There's more white guys. Well, in America than Asian guys.
Yeah, I mean, okay, hold on. Rarity in the country that you're in. So let's just say if you're in the Congo and you want a white guy's head, white guy's head's probably expensive.
If you want an Indian guy's head in India, it's fucking dirt cheap.
But
if you want a white guy's head or a black guy's head in India,
specific kind of white guy's head,
even more,
more like specific. Like I need a Dutch guy's. I need a Luxembourg guy's head. I need somebody from Luxembourg. I need a Swiss guy's head.
That is oddly...
Has to be born in Switzerland, not somebody who moved there for fucking tax reasons, or whatever.
Oddly specific. That is... So, moving on to the next news article. I think we both could, if we tried, beat this guy's record.
Let's hear it. All right. I mean, I don't want to say bet yet, but about 96 spoons on his body to break his own world record. So that's that stick thing, like where you stick the spoons to you, and they don't fall off. Oh, by the way, let's go Mets. They beat the Dodgers. Also, go Cats.
So hold on. If it's recorded like this, okay, there's other people there. I was going to say, where's the Guinness record people? Because there could just be glue on those spoons.
No, one of these people, there has to be an observer there.
I know, that's right.
For all records. I think multiple. I think more than one person.
I'm sure this guy right here in this terrible suit is one of the.
Do you want to know why? They have to have more than one person observe the Guinness World Record being taken place, just in case one of them dies. And somebody has to say we observed it before it gets written down. So if somebody dies in transit before it actually gets documented, they need two people to witness it.
I thought it
would to corroborate. I just made that up.
Oh wow. I'm here believing you, and I'm like, I thought it would have just been like, it's harder to
Am I right, though? I think it's a good guess. You should look that up. I might be right.
Why does there have to be two
observers?
For... How do you spell Guinness?
Guinness, like Guienness. Guinness.
To ensure accuracy and reliability, minimizing bias and preventing any potential conflicts of interest.
Like boxing, you know, you can't just have one judge in a boxing match. You know, you have to have three people. You know, you need corroboration. That's why you need witnesses when you say shit happened. Is you need people to concur and say, like, yeah, that happened. So if somebody dies and they complete the record, you at least have another person to say, yes, I was there. So if you just have one, then
next video. I mean, not the next video. Excuse me. The next shit. Hold on. Next news article. I found it interesting only because it's gonna sound so fucking sexist.
Say it.
So fucking sexist.
Fucking say it.
It just shows that like someone can be happy
And you know what? Clap your hands. Sorry.
No, just him.
On a boat.
And a pussy on a boat.
Just what? A cat? You mean?
It just means
cat joke?
It's amazing.
It's a guy and his cat. Sailing around the world. This guy. He made it to Hawaii.
All he needed was a sailboat and his pussy.
That's just it. That's it. He just it was
a simple one. It was a simple pussy.
Yeah, and it's portable, and it's easy to travel with.
Yes, and it doesn't require a lot of food, and it doesn't really talk back.
Aside from all the jokes, that's got to be crazy to how do you keep a cat on your boat? It's hard enough to keep them in your fucking house.
I think when they're surrounded by water, the cat's not like, let me jump off this fucking only thing that's not wet.
Oh man. I'm as a cat, I'm a sympathizer. I'm like freaking out, trying to think like a cat on a fucking boat. I'd just be fucking everywhere, dude.
Where's the rest of the article though? Look, it's just Oregon man who quit it. Wait, I have to click it. Okay, now.
He quit his job. He quit his job, Mike, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna sail around the world with my fucking cat." And right now he's in Hawaii. So who's living better than this guy right now? This guy's just fucking. That's crazy. The cat thing's crazy. I would say even a dog would be fucking nuts just to be because you got that animal needs land eventually. I mean, it's already enough that we became seafaring, but we're not aquatic fucking creatures. Listen. But we also manipulate our environment. But dogs and cats don't do that, and they rely on us for our safety. So putting them in danger by having them on a small boat is a little fucking risky. But if that cat is trustworthy, I guess.
You're not the man until you try to travel around the world with a hamster.
Okay, now that's a fucking challenge, dude. You see, that is crazy talk. Why would you want to do that to the hamster? Well, the hamster has a lot of space.
And it's chewing a hole through the bottom of your fucking boat.
Isn't that how the rats made it here? That's how the rats made it here. So, you know what I mean? They all came in on fucking wooden boats like 400 or 500 years ago from Europe and such places.
If you're ever interested in knowing where one of these videos or news articles came from, all the links are now in our description.
Scroll down, and you can click on every single one of these and watch it uninterrupted by us, because all we're doing is talking shit over most of this. And we apologize if you, the creator, feels like we sort of chop your shit up, but that's just what the show's about. Yeah, we chop it up.
A lot of people accused us of not really a lot of people, like two. Like, oh, you just react to other people's content and blah, blah. Well, we also, we react and we talk about things in different news articles and things that should be talked about. And then eventually we watch some dumb videos and we react to the videos. And we make fun of people. Usually people, they never say punch down. But I feel like punching down is the only way to punch. No, I'm kidding. I
feel like I'm punching in a linear forward motion. This is how I look at it. You know what? Honestly, this is a good perspective, and like from me. And I'm not just tooting my own fucking horn, but just look at it this way. All we're doing is we're doing the same thing that you all are doing. And right now, instead of you are just tuning into a conversation that me and my homeboy are just having, that we have these weird opinions on all these things that we've been exposed to over the last 7 days. So we're being exposed to most of these things, and we're assuming that you're seeing this on your algorithm too. So we want to fucking poke fun at it because a lot of this is ridiculous, you got to admit. You know what I mean? The news is being a little fucking, extra entertaining. It's like the Inquirer came to fucking life, bro. It is insane just how insane the news has gotten. Oh no! What now?
I don't know. Let's see.
The gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
Hello from Ukraine, living in America. What's up? I think your drink is empty. My English not great. Do you have a pet dog or cat? Yes, both. 2 cats, 3 dogs. Who's dog, boy or girl? 1 boy, 2 girl. How do you know what gender my dogs are?
I just got a framework class.
Gotcha, bitch! When you take them to the vet, they tell you. And also...
They're good at it.
What?
And they use Dave Chappelle, too. That's...
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little artistic.
Do whatever makes you happy, but you can't force other people to not look at you like you're fucking crazy. Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Why? What with the pets? She has a lot of pets, dude. That's
Also,
that is a lot of pets.
I just want to let you know something. So I'm cutting reels.
Is she like a pet hoarder? Is that like the issue here?
No.
It seems like she's a little bit of a pet hoarder.
Stop playing dumb. Stop playing fucking dumb.
She's a little bit of a pet hoarder. If nobody's recognizing that as being a fucking issue, I think it's an issue. I don't know. I just assume from her from just the look of her economically speaking, could she really afford to have that many fucking animals?
Probably not. Her house probably smells like piss and shit. So,
wow.
So cutting the reels, I'm noticing things, and one of the things I'm noticing is there was a moment where we had a guy that got a haircut, and he had a really big head. It turned out he doesn't have a big head. It's technically a small head because he's a little person.
Yeah.
And you were making all these jokes, and I was high over here just staring off into space, and you look at the camera and go, you get it, right, guys? You get it. He might not get it, but you get it. And I'm over there like, Durr. And I'm like, there's a lot of moments where like you say something and I just don't catch on because I'm too busy over here clicking on the next joke.
Yeah, and getting high at the same time. Yeah, we're trying to multitask. I think the both of us are trying to multitask while we do this. I think is what's happening. But that's okay. Everyone loves to watch a juggling contest, and that's pretty much what we do on a weekly basis. At least I feel like we do. It's a pretty good juggling contest. Oh, these guys, I love. Who are they? We Are the Dreamers, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the balance here.
Oh, when we play music?
No. Just the size. Excuse me, burping. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's see what this song is.
It's a new jam. They come out with fresh ones all the time.
Everything I touch turns to shade.
Classic.
Amazing.
Everything I touch to shade. You don't care. It's pick me up music, dude. It makes me feel fucking good, dude. They make me feel good inside, and their content is great. And their videos that this whole family portrait thing, fucking love it.
Their other video we did of theirs got us the most thumbs downs we ever had in a video.
Why?
Satan is Lord.
Oh, bro, that's the best, dude. I think that's what got me into them. I'm pretty sure that was the jam that got me into them.
And now when I cut this reel, it's going to be the most amount of thumbs down. No, I'm kidding. You know, I said I'm not going to do political stuff anymore. And meanwhile, half the things I have are fucking...
Jesus, Mike, can't you just fucking... You're addicted to this fucking political spectrum bullshit. Oh, let's hear it, Mike. I'm ready to hear it. I live in Florida. I'm ready to hear it.
Multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha, Wisconsin over the course of...
I think the most important thing about this is they're burning down buildings and property, but then it says fury, but mostly peaceful protests after
fiery. It says fiery, Mike, not fury.
Well,
it says fiery.
Don't listen
fiery.
to me.
Fiery.
Wow. Anyway, fiery, but mostly that's got to be edited. That can't be real. CNN could not have really done that. Really? You think that's real?
This is why I don't watch the news, dude. News sucks, bruh. Done with the news. The news is old. How about that? There's nothing new about the news. Tell me something new. And then maybe I'll watch the news. And that's the last time you're going to hear me say new today. Bye-bye. Next. That's the other N word.
It's another political one. Great.
Trump has just removed the T from LGBT on all the government websites. I don't even know what to say.
It's okay if you don't know what to say, because I do. See, these are orientations. This is who you're attracted to, but these are identities. This is how you perceive yourself, as well as how you wish for others to perceive you. Then what happened was these two groups just got smooshed together, even though they're not the same thing. And even though they never belonged together to begin with, we were doing pretty well until the extremist activism started. And now the extremists on the left have inspired the extremists on the right to begin attempting to overturn gay marriage. So thank you for that. If you didn't know about that, yes, it is true. And shall this continue progressing? Like, if you think for 1 second that I will hold back because it's my party, you got me all the way messed up. So while y'all are mad that the government removed the T from the website, the rest of us are mad about your actions over the last 4 years that have compromised the entire community.
Donald Trump.
So pretty much in a nutshell, it's like LGB, like amputated. You know, like I mean, in a governmental sense, like they just cut the 2 letters off.
Now I hope I you know.
I know nothing.
I don't
about this, so I'm like, I didn't even know that I didn't know where if they were adding like or subtracting or like I didn't even know about the gay marriage shit. See,
the description of it is correct. I didn't know about that either, and that I have issues with that. Let people get fucking married. I mean,
let people get married. Yeah,
like I hate. This is a game. It's all a game. Whether it's
it's like being treated as a game. Yeah, like it's not a game, but people are treating it as a fucking game. Like,
well, it's not a game.
Yeah.
It's people's lives.
Yeah,
but they're treating it like it's a game, and it's a game of like who can be more extreme. I guess I don't know. They're like, oh, you want to play that game now? Now we'll take away this right. No, but these are our rights. Stop fucking with people's rights.
You know what it seems like? It seems like politicians, right? And then obviously like. Corporations and billionaires, because they have influence, right? Play monopoly with laws. Like, so instead of it being property that you own, it's like laws that you add and subtract to gain whatever kind of like social benefit, economical benefit. It's always like who benefits. It's cui bono, right? So it's like somebody's going to benefit from you taking away a law or adding a law. So, like, from what she's sounding like, sounds a little resentful. And so she's like, all right, well, politically speaking, these 3 letters are amputating the rest of y'all because the thing is, like, we're getting certain rights that we fought for fucking decades. And some would say even longer than that, and, like, fucking radical, right-wingers, right? That's what you're saying? Like, are trying to, get rid of gay marriage and shit like that. That's, like, I don't know. I think I've heard it. Like that people were paranoid about it, but I didn't hear that it was in actual legislation. And if it is, that's fucking wild.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, like, since everybody did it, it was like everybody did it. It's like sort of like what they're doing with marijuana too. It's like they're trying to retract on laws for fucking, because us alleged pot smokers, because allegedly we smoke weed, are like sort of just now. It's just like holy shit. It's like being, sort of like. Given and then taken back like so immediately.
Texas just fucking banned it again. They banned all forms of it, by the way. So like you can't get Delta 9 or whatever the fuck it is in Texas anymore.
Well, that was state to state anyway. All that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like the Delta 8, Delta 9, all that blah 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 blah. Yeah.
But still, I mean, Texas is going backwards. Even Joe Rogan was like, "What the fuck, guys."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Joe Rogan doesn't drink anymore. I don't know how much he smokes. I think he gave up drinking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gave up.
I thought I saw him. No, really?
Pretty sure he gave up drinking.
Interesting.
Pretty sure he gave up drinking. I think Joe Rogan goes to church now too.
No way. I saw a video about that too. I saw something about that.
Rumor, but I don't know. Like whatever. Hey, listen. I'm not the kind of atheist. I like that like hates on people for going back to religion or whatever. I only tell people like I'm atheist. Honestly, you know why? It's just to shut the conversation down. It's like if I just tell you I'm atheist, then I don't have to say I believe in any of your gods, so I don't have to have any conversation about theology or whatever because I may agree with some of the things you believe in, but if I fucking say I feel the same way you do. Like, I don't like that chumminess where people are like, oh, and they're wrong. I'm like, I don't want to fucking say other people are wrong in their beliefs either. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I'm atheist. So if you fucking try to talk to me about religion, I'm just going to fucking tell you I don't believe in shit because I'm doing the John Cena thing right now.
I say agnostic. Like, I believe everything. You're all right.
That's a good one, too. When I'm feeling spiritual, I'll say I'm agnostic.
Wow. So, F1 driver Pierre Gasly. Is his real name Gasly?
Gasly.
Okay.
Gasly.
I'm in America.
It's appropriate. Sometimes you get baseball players and football players who have, like, appropriate names.
Interesting.
You know?
So, what happens here? Let's see. Are you going to play?
Oh, did I send this to you?
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, I definitely sent this to you.
It's not playing. Weird.
Oh, I hear it's clicking.
I know.
There you go.
What is this?
What's that?
Oh no, it's a rabbit.
And the noise too. That was scary.
What's that?
Hassenpfeffer.
Holy shit.
That rabbit is toast, bro.
You said the noise was scary?
No, just that fucking engine, dude, just coming at you. That's scary. It sounds like a train engine. It sounds like a train engine. What?
A guy in raggedy clothes and a limp coming out and collecting the rabbit and going back into the woods.
Yo, I don't think there's anything left, dude. That rabbit looks like the rabbit. That rabbit looks like the bird that got obliterated when Randy Johnson
there's parts.
pitched in
Look
spring
the
training.
parts skidding. You see it right there it lands. Watch. There's body parts. Watch when it gets hit. There's parts that skid on the street.
Oh, grab the foot. It's lucky. Grab the foot. It's lucky. Grab the foot. It's lucky. Yeah, that leg went flying. Somebody got to grab that shit.
I don't know how.
Have you ever eaten rabbit? You've eaten rabbit, right? You definitely.
Yes, I had rabbit.
Yeah, me too. I've had stewed rabbit as well. Yes, I've had that shit.
Was it stew or it was more like a chicken noodle soup? Or
No, stewed. Like it was like braised. You know, like where it was like it's in like a sauce liquid that's cooked down,
no, this was more
and then it becomes like fork. It becomes like fork tender. Yeah, it looked like chicken legs.
No, but this
that
were
literally
like chicken noodle soup. Like there was noodles and rabbit.
And they cooked it down. Yeah. So how I had it was like the less watery version of that. So there were carrots and fucking celery and shit and like herbs, and it looked like a red sauce that was cooked down. But it literally like when it was served to me, it was put on a plate, and you could like hit it with the fork, and it would just shred to bits. And it was I was lied to pretty much. Told it was chicken, and that's how it was tricked into eating.
Come on, who cares?
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a T-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20.
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is.
Nobody's sure what that is. Nobody knows what a Diddy coin is. That like 50 Cent, dude. God bless 50 Cent. Yeah. 50 Cent is one of the greatest follows on Instagram. I fucking love 50 Cent.
Greatest trolls on the planet.
Oh my god! Besides, just get rich, die trying. Just fuck that, dude. Just even if he just popped up out of nowhere and just did this, he's a fucking sniper. So he doesn't let Diddy go. And he's definitely the biggest troll about it, and he's definitely a successful troll about it. And he, I guess, broke this story for me, and I'm seeing that they're paying $20 to wear his T-shirt and stand outside, $20 an hour for 3 hours. I think it's like 3 hours of standing outside of court, cheering Free Diddy or wearing the Free Diddy shirt rather. I don't know if anybody's saying anything.
Yeah, they just $20 to wear a free fucking shirt.
Stop. I could tell because
the lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm good.
so just $20, and if you need $20, all you have to do.
Y'all get $20. Don't go get some Gray's papaya.
Wear free.
Yeah, but that's in Brooklyn though. I think it's federal court in Brooklyn.
Oh well. Yeah, you sent me this one too.
Is it a good one? Uh-oh. It's a Subway one.
Not playing again. Wow.
This one creeped me out. If I saw this, like...
personality on its own.
Now, you know what this is, right?
This is a draft from the Subway.
It's literally a wind tunnel that runs through fucking underneath the streets of Manhattan and Brooklyn. And it's like a pneumatic, So, anyway, if I was coming home from the bar in my early 20s, under whatever influence I was under, and I was just like watching this thing, I definitely would have thought I would have for a second believed in ghosts. And it being a balloon, if I just watched it would have fucked me up. I would have had like a bad trip, depending on what I was on.
Yeah. Wow. So years ago, we had a balloon that we took from a birthday party, right? And it was one of those kind of balloons, like foily, whatever. And it was in the living room. And the next morning when I woke up, or I think maybe when she woke up, or whoever woke up, it was in the bathroom.
Well, was there air conditioning? Was there air conditioning?
No, but I guess the natural airflow is in that direction anyway. It always
and helium is lighter than air, so it will just move with the density of the air that it's surrounded by. So there could be a vacuum coming from one room into another if somebody pulls a door open. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
And there could be a fucking waft. Yeah. That's why. Okay. All right. Listen. That's why a lot of people believe in ghosts, is because sometimes a door. Yeah, they don't understand that. Yeah, a door upstairs can get slammed if somebody opens a door downstairs real quick. You know what I mean? You just have that, or puff of air out or suck of air in, and it just like fucking slams the door. And then there's your fucking ghost closing, opening doors and cabinets. It's true with cabinets too, especially if you have some sort of a draft or space behind them. Debunked. Sorry, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's your best friend, Mike.
I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shorty, and I'm at.
His name is what?
I think his name is Shorty, but he said Shorty.
Pioneer Valley Indoor Karting. Hope you boys and girls enjoyed this video, because I know I'm going to enjoy this Mario Kart racing. Woohoo!
Go for it, Mario Kart. Hell yeah. He did the Mario. He went.
Oh!
What?
Ooh!
That flipped upside down real quick, man. That happened very fast. That literally, I'm looking at this from a whole different perspective. Just 2 seconds after
the guy walks over.
Ooh!
Oh my God! He said it. He said, "Oh my God!" All right.
Here.
No.
I really hope. Listen, I know this is definitely the patron's error, but I hope this place doesn't get sued, because it looks like, you know, this guy got a little overzealous. He did hit the Mario perfectly though.
I mean,
the woohoo.
Wow.
He hit the Mario perfectly.
Wow, it's so funny. Hold on, here it is. I'm not making fun of his pain.
Oh! He sounds like Mr. That was a Mario-esque. That was a Mario-esque noise. I don't even think he drove the cart. What happened? He didn't flip the cart. He fell into it. He had to have he had to have like Chris Farley roly-poled into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shorty, and I'm at.
So quickly, I'm gonna pause at the right moment, I think, but actually, never mind.
Yeah, because I know I'm going to enjoy this
Mario
Kart racing. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Absolutely! Oh!
So it looks like it just started, and he started to pull, and it like he started to drive, and something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, but the steering wheel is still facing the ceiling, so it looks like the cart is still upright. It just seems like he's
upright.
It seems like he stumbled getting into it before it even took off. I don't even think he even his foot isn't even in the vehicle, Mike.
But then look where the steering wheel is, in front of him.
It is in perspective. Look at it.
Hold on.
Mike.
Go back.
The ceiling. Look at the ceiling. Mike, that steering wheel is facing the ceiling.
Yeah,
his fat ass is sideways, Mike. His fat ass.
I'm saying he fell into the car.
Like a top-heavy egg, he fell into the car like this. Look, Mike, look at me. Like this, like dunk, and was just like, oh, I can't get out. I can't get out. Yay.
I feel terrible laughing at that. But
he did the Mario. He hit the Mario. He got the high Mario. So, hey.
Jesus.
Oh, dude, we played her before on the podcast, and this thing, sometimes you ever hear feel good movies, like you watch this movie just because it has like a heartwarming, happy ending. It makes you feel good. Forrest Gump's a perfect one. I listen to this. Like, she pops up in my algorithm, and if I'm having a bad day, everything just feels all right with all of her cover songs, and she picks the hits, dude. Well, every time she picks a song to sing, it's a banger. Not her rendition of it, but the song itself is a banger.
Like a diamond. Like a diamond. Firelight in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. Even die. We like diamonds in the sky. You so pins the eyes.
I just feel like it's Riri singing to me. Riri singing to me. I just feel it through her, just on the other side of the planet.
When you hold me, I'm in light. We like diamonds in the sky. I knew that way. We can't walk right away. Oh, right away. At first I felt the energy of sunlight.
I want her autograph. I'm fucking serious, dude. If somebody out there, if you see this and you could get me this lady's autograph, I swear to God.
Will you pay $640 for it?
I will give you $25.
$640?
$640. Honestly, how about this? Bet. Authenticated. You got to get that shit fucking authenticated, and if it's her fucking signature, I want it on a baseball. On a Rollins baseball.
Wow.
And I'll give you $640.
Wow.
But you got to get her to sign it. I doubt that there's a baseball with her signature on it out there that you could just buy on eBay or some shit. But if you could physically get that, I will give you $640.
You're totally
price is set
now on the mail.
$640 is not for a human head. $640 is just for the baseball. The baseball.
You guys heard it first. $640 human head.
For the baseball.
Human
baseball.
Head. I hear baseball, but I also hear human head.
Okay, so hold on a second. You want to show me this? Do you know who she is? Because I can tell you her name.
She has a name? I don't really care.
And
I don't want to know her name.
Well, I know her name.
What's her name?
Her name is Gracie Bond. Gracie B-O-N.
Anyway.
Oh, what? Because I know who this person is? You don't want to acknowledge it anyway?
No,
that she's an actual person?
It came up as something else.
What?
Hold on.
No way.
No, go back to the... No, I don't care about this anymore. I don't care about this anymore.
Her name is Gracie Bond. That's her name.
How do you spell that?
Gracie with a G, like Gracie. Gracie B-O-N.
Found her. Oh, she's an internet personality.
Oh, no. Hold on a second. You can find her easily on another platform. Would you like a suggestion?
Is it promoted on her Instagram? What is this weird link? Oh, yes, it is promoted on her Instagram. Yes, it is.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
This is maybe linked because she does, like, I don't know. She was with, what's the guy's name? Not Kai Cent. She was with
what's the random guy that I didn't mention?
I show speed. Like she was like, I don't know. She does like people's podcasts and shit like that too.
Right. Wow.
But she was, like as they say, a corn. She was she made corn movies.
Wow. So I feel it's very appropriate for the next video now to be played after this video, even though it's not in the order I would have played it anymore.
But play it anyway.
But it's gonna. Here we go.
Every little picture of you is like a present for my spank bank. My spank bank. Every little move that you do
Another banger.
Definitely that previous image is stored in a hard drive somewhere forever. In here.
Spank bank. Spank bank. Spank bank. I'm telling you, like finding a new band to like, the older you get, and I just turned 44 2 days ago.
Happy
and it's hard.
Once again.
Thank you. But the thing is, like at this age, it's very hard to find new music that you like, and they're definitely like a favorite new band. They play shows by you. I think they're from New York.
Really?
They're promoted a show in like
do
Brooklyn.
An episode of the Dipshits. Dipshits go to this concert.
I would, dude. I would. I'm like, okay, because the thing is, I'm supposed to be in New York a couple of times in the next 2 months. So I'm supposed to be next weekend. So I think we'll be skipping an episode. Sorry, guys. Or we could do something, but I'm supposed to be at a game that day. But at night, I'm free, and maybe we could do something.
We'll figure that one out.
Yeah.
But
I would like to do.
I'm all.
Thing we said before that.
Yes. I'm all for now. Back to what I was saying. I want people to just be happy. Do whatever makes you happy. But people will judge you. Judgment is I guess not a good thing sometimes. It doesn't feel good to be judged, but it's gonna happen.
We should all judge each other equally.
Well, sometimes a little judgment actually helps someone.
What about equal judgment?
But anyway, so I'm only saying that because this.
Could we judge but equally?
This next video, I would never judge a person who was into this, but it's very, very interesting, to say the least.
Okay.
To say the least.
To say the least.
I don't know if this is like a kid.
Wait, did I send this to you or did you send this to me?
I think I sent this to you.
Oh, okay. And did I like this? I
don't know. But I was very confused by this because
it's very medieval
for the obvious reasons. But like if they're into this, whatever. But like,
I have a question and an observance. Now I understand the purpose of this and it being a dunking mechanism, in order to mimic torture.
Yes.
But why is there back pads? Why is there padding on the back panel that she's not even leaning against? So it's there for comfort, but the thing is, it's like it's purposeless because she's not laying against it.
Well, when you come back up in support, when you go in the right way, also. So
how much does this hold though? Could you put like a 250-pound man on this?
What are you trying to do, Ryan?
I have goals in life. What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know. Let's check out the channel. I never actually. We're gonna follow them because it's the right thing to do.
I'm highly motivated, Michael. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you by your full name.
What?
Actually, I only just said your full first name.
Oh, okay. It's a medieval.
Another torture rack. So is this like all purposely to make people uncomfortable, like wearing garments that?
I don't know, and I'm not even showing you the whole thing because that screen's fucked. Here we go. Yeah.
You know what's already uncomfortable enough? Like when you gain weight and you're still wearing the size underwear that you shouldn't be fucking wearing. That's uncomfortable enough, and that's about as far as I go with discomfort in wearing something. Everything else is gonna fucking be comfortable. That's my philosophy.
So I think. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I think you sent me this next video. I'll make a reel out of that clip as well. By the way, Ryan. About underwear, because there are moments many times where you go into something and I completely don't acknowledge it. And I don't. Just so you know, I hear you. I don't acknowledge it on purpose because it makes it that much funnier.
I call these Easter eggs, Mike. These are my Easter eggs. I'm laying the eggs that rabbit that got clobbered by the car is not laying. I'm just going around laying Easter eggs across the episode.
So. This made me laugh only because it's having been a New Yorker my entire life and going in the subways for a very long time and then vowing to never go in the subway because
25 years a subway rider.
Because I don't want to smell that guy's food. I don't want to smell her BO. I don't want to smell the homeless guy in the corner rotting away. I don't want to smell someone who just got Chinese food, someone who's eating raw clams, someone who's whatever it may be.
I would pick the bum car on purpose because it stank and no one wanted to sit there, and I knew I had a seat, and I would have a fragrance. I would have a fragrance bandana, and I would pull it over my nose, or I had a scarf that I doused in fucking Chanel or fucking or like fucking Versace blue jeans, and I would just huff that while the fucking maybe dead body was on the other side of the fucking train car. But always a seat, though. That's the thing.
So
always a seat.
This made me laugh because it's
the bum car.
This person sharing their culture with other countries to see how they like it, but on a train. So.
Oh, did I send this to you? I might have sent this to you because I like bagpipes.
I fucking hate the bagpipes. I fucking hate. There's like 6 songs, bro. 6. The guy in the corner here is like, "Yo, my ears, bro."
I'm pretty sure somebody showed up on a fucking train car like fucking decades and decades and decades and decades ago in New York City with bagpipes, and that shit was ished down real quick. And I'm pretty sure the Irish were probably like, yeah, that's not fucking happening here. And I think it was like
the Irish would have all jumped into a jig and started dancing.
No. They too said this is not the place for it. I'm pretty sure they were on board with that as well. That's how it got nixed so fucking easily. They were like, no, we don't do this on this platform, on this subway platform. On this platform. Metaphor. Platform. Plat to metaform.
This is just a
I just made a new word. Random. Let's go.
This is just a random thing I found, and I don't even know what it's from. I just saw it, and I thought it was funny, and it's just...
How'd you guys meet?
Prison. Gay cruise, actually.
Honesty.
What made me laugh about that, because that's like me and you. I imagine that's me and you, and I'd be like, "Yo, how'd you guys meet?" And I'd be like something cool like martial arts.
And I would say gay cruise. Yeah.
And yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, in fact, sorry guys, like yeah. Totally, we met on a gay cruise, but we were working on the cruise. We were staff members. We would have to say that.
He loves the cock. And I found this new workout trend. I don't think I can do the stuff this guy's doing ever.
Over why? I'm gonna call these heart attack reps, right? Heart attack reps. Oh, yo, bro, I'm gonna do heart attack reps, and it's like this is what you do. You just you spray the ball bearings. You spray the bearings of the fucking skateboard wheels, so it's extra like slickery side to side. You know what? Honestly, this guy, whoever his character is in any video game, has level 10 plus dexterity, like, or whatever the max is. If it's like you max out at 100 dexterity, he's got 100 plus dexterity on his character.
This is fucking insane, retarded, stupid, and everything above. But what he's
balance is impressive.
Require
a lot of balance.
It does require some skill. It's not like we can make fun
strength
of him
combination, skill, balance, strength, and a little bit of retardation. He's just slightly retarded enough to try this, which makes it fucking genius. So then, is it autistic? Is he a savant for coming up with this? It's 45 pound.
So
it's 99.
One of them is more. Look at that one; looks bigger.
This is 400 pounds, right?
How do you know?
He's 45, 45, 45, 45.
The first one doesn't look like a 45. It looks thicker than the other ones. It looks like 45s
shit.
and whatever that is, and I can't.
Maybe a solid 50. It might be a full 50.
No, it's 2 45s and 3 6 25s.
God damn.
I
can't tell where the lines are. You see, I can't tell where the lines are because you know what it is? Honestly, it's not even the resolution because this is in full high def. It's definitely whatever's in here.
I could see the first.
Let's go Mets. So
I could read the bar. The weight on the other side, if I look close, it's a 45. That first one, but I don't think the rest of them are. Unless it doesn't matter. This is impressive regardless.
Think he shit himself? Like on one of the takes?
On the first try, absolutely. He definitely shit. There was some shittery happening, and it was definitely in his pants.
To get that out of the way, yeah.
So I'm going to take a piss real quick, because I've been drinking way too much caffeine with THC.
And you're gonna make me stare at this fucking emaciated fucking Somalian?
I'm gonna play the video so you can think about this, because this isn't a Somalian. This is a man who was imprisoned by his mother for 20 years.
The man says he intentionally set that fire because he wanted his freedom. He's 32 years old. He weighs just 68 pounds. Waterbury, Connecticut police say he was so emaciated that his body resembled that of a patient with advanced cancer. The man was trapped inside of his home, he says, drinking from the toilet to stay hydrated. He was held inside of a room that had multiple locks on the outside of the door. He says his stepmother, 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan, subjected him to prolonged abuse, starvation, severe neglect, and inhumane treatment. She's charged with assault, kidnapping, unlawful restraint, cruelty to persons, and reckless endangerment.
Honestly, when I read about it and talk to the investigators and overlook the interviews, it was worse than the conditions of a jail cell.
So the last time this man really interacted with the outside world was when he was in grade school, but he stopped going to school in 4th grade when family services started asking questions. The last time police were in this home was last April. The stepmother's attorney says these charges are outlandish. The man says he intentionally set that fire because he wanted his freedom. He's 32 years old. He weighs just 68 pounds.
And this is what he looks like.
Waterbury, Connecticut police say he was so emaciated that his body resembled that of a patient with advanced cancer. The man was trapped inside of his home, he says, drinking from the toilet.
Was that what he actually looked like?
He was held inside of a room that had multiple locks on the outside of the door. He says his stepmother, 56-year-old Kimberly Sullivan, subjected him to prolonged abuse, starvation.
This is the thing. Like, was that what he actually looked like, that first picture that they showed of that emaciated person? Well, because I've seen this lady before. I know this news story, right? And this is my question, because this is 20 years, right, that he was locked up in that house. And they say he was like in the 4th grade when he goes missing. And they were like, I just remember like my niece and my nephew being like of that age-ish around that time in like the school system. And I mean, they were like fucking hyper vigilant even back then. So I'm like, how the fuck does this kid... And, like, I could understand it happening because there was, like, that incident where it was, like, somebody in Spain where 2 kids were, like, trapped, like, from COVID. And that was something. And that was something because it was, like, 4 years that these kids were, like, fucking holed up in the house. You know what I mean? But this guy, 20 years, and you remember in 2004, it was just, like, you know, like, hold on. You remember getting truancy letters, right?
Yes. I got picked up by truancy.
That's what I'm saying. So they were hyper vigilant. If it was a small child, they were even more hyper vigilant, dude.
This could have been a small town or a big town or somewhere.
Oh, fuck that, dude. You're like fucking 5 feet away from New York City and Connecticut, dude. You're in America's armpit, bro. So they fucking know, like, yo, like, you're checking for fucking breast lumps and shit. And lymph nodes. So it's like, that's the lymph nodes of America. You're going to fucking check to see what the cancer is. And I'm pretty sure that the fucking municipalities out there have some sort of
something definitely
finger on the pulse or something.
Severe neglect.
That's crazy.
Definitely something fell through the cracks. But
this lady's batshit, though. You could just tell by the way she looks. So batshit crazy. Mm-hmm. That lady's like the lady you walk past the house, you're like, don't go there. She's a witch. You tell your other 12-year-old friends that she's the witch of the
hold on.
She's the witch of Cedar Street.
Tell her, hey, she's a witch and she's got a kid locked up in there.
I heard she's from Salem. No way. Yeah, I heard she's from fucking Salem, man. Don't go by her house. She's the witch of Cedar Street, man. Like a little fucking snot. Get out of here. And like I'm chasing him off. It's like the beginning of a movie, like the Goonies. And I'm chasing him off my fucking property because they're dog shit on my property.
That's him, is it? That can't be. That's really him.
That's not him. No. They never showed you what he looked like.
Or is that him right there?
No. These are all cancer patients, bro. That's how they're getting away with the fucking way they tell their story, bro.
Wow.
Yo, they didn't. My point is, that's her going into court. That is her going into court. I followed this news story, but that's not a picture of the dude. That's not what he looked like.
Do you ever see the movie Tangled?
Is it like Rapunzel? Is it the Rapunzel movie? Yes. I've seen it in passing. Let's just put it that way. I haven't sat down and watched it.
There's the song in the beginning of the movie, and she sings. And
then after lunch, the mania finally kicks in. Alphabetize my books and my DVDs. Lose momentum, doom scrolling on my TikTok. Don't is my purpose in all this?
I do a lot of that shit. That's half my day. That's half my fucking day.
That hits home. That's like she's singing about someone who was basically held in captivity, and I'm like, wait, that's my life. No,
that sounds like my fucking day. That sounds like my goddamn fucking day, dude.
Am I Jesus?
I don't have delusions of grandeur like that, though. I think the opposite.
No. But this is great. This is great.
Jesus, now that is my new decree. I don't need any meds because the meds is me. Whoa.
I like the meds is me, though. That sounds like some mantra shit.
Oh, wow. I forgot I sent this. To myself.
Oh, bro, dude. This is my favorite page, dude. Now, like, Snoop Dogg and everybody's pumping it.
It's so funny because...
Oh, my God. The AI, dude. This is... And I know every time we watch, like, a Fat Fellas, it's like... I know I'm, like, praise... I don't want to fucking overpraise AI, but the thing is...
reminding me. You just reminded me of something. But, okay. Keep going.
It just gets funnier and funnier. That's just, and how is it just getting funnier and funnier? These videos, it's just they're becoming way more creative. Whoever's typing it in is becoming a lot more creative. So kudos to you, to whoever makes the Fat Fellas videos, because they're fucking hilarious, dude. They are fucking hilarious.
Why is it so small? No, come back.
Like I vicariously live through the fantasy land of Fat Fellas. Fat Fellas is like the world. Like I literally just and it's not doom scrolling. When I'm scrolling through the Fat Fellas page, like I'm literally like, wow, this is what an AI fantasy scape is like. I'm like, this is the fat land I want to live in.
We too heavy to ride horses. They banned fat niggas from the saddle. Peter said the horses unionized. So we did what legends do.
Horses unionized!
We stopped riding and started owning. The big body cowboys pulled up to the Kentucky Derby. We weren't here to bet. We were here to dominate. Our stable, full of thoroughbreds raised on Wagyu scraps and Henny Oaks.
Wait, your horse's name is passive income?
Yeah,
Wagyu scraps?
Tax write-off. While the country boys crying over odd sheets. We in the VIP.
No, the horse's name is tax write-off. The horse's name is tax write-off.
Meanwhile, our horse already halfway through his cool-down job. His name, Heavy Pour. Thighs like tree trunks.
I like Heavy Pour.
Crock pot. Certified
Heavy Pour
stud, legendary baby daddy. Half the track related to him. Want to know how he got his name? Because the real bag is the stallion spunk. Our prize horses go for 250 G's a splash. Most expensive liquid in the world. We talking about the original AI, artificial insemination. And we've got residuals on every horse they've sired on this track. You have to ask our lawyers how they work that contract out. No risk, just passive income with Maine.
Turning that into generational wealth?
Nah. We did. Fat niggas taking suggestions on horse names. Drop yours in the comments. Shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
Here's some of the horse names that I see. Seabiscuit and Gravy.
I like that one. Tax write-off is my favorite, though. I like tax write-off straight to the fucking point. Because the horse is a business investment.
There's no other heart like a crock pot. No. Heavy Pour. I don't see names, but Heavy.
Yeah, Heavy Pour was good. Heavy Pour was a good one that they said also.
I
like that one.
What's a good horse? Give me a name.
I want me to give you an... Oh, okay. Let's see.
Come on.
Henny.
I think there was a horse named Henny.
How about...
We'll do Henny.
Just Henny.
All right. Let's see. Okay. So I asked AI to create the Dumbfounded Dipshits as if they're fighting to do a podcast. And this is what it made. And it's very homoerotic. It's very...
Yeah, I'm very fat.
Well, that's...
I used to look like that. From like a side profile.
Like, this made me go. I used to have
that big jowl.
What's happening? Like, why are you touching my face? Or the hypothetical me?
You're also fat too, dude. They made you fat also. Dude, you're not that thick live. In person, Mike is not that thick, and Mike does not have a belly like that. And your beard is not that thick either.
Well, hey, I don't.
And your hair is way thinner. Like, dude. And I'm like never bald on this thing. So it's like taking from like maybe the 1 or 2 times that I didn't have my hat on, and AI is choosing to take my hat off. I'm a hat on guy, AI. Hey, listen, bro. I'm like a hat on dude because I don't like the sweat dripping. Yeah, I'm a little like cue ballish and shit like that. You know what I mean? I keep the bic nice and close on the weekly, and the fucking the hat stays on to keep the sweat out of my eyes and to keep my head nice and warm when it's nice and cold outside.
The cues that I gave the AI were like create a scene.
Fat white potato.
The two hosts of the Dumbfounded Dipshits Podcast are fighting over the microphone to see who goes live or who goes first. They're fighting over the microphone. One is bald with facial hair, and the other is skinny with short hair and facial hair.
Okay.
That's all I said.
Copy that.
I never said you were fat.
Nah, it got my male pattern baldness down perfectly though. That's the thing. That's how like when I get the dusties, like if I let the 5 o'clock shadow grow out, it grows out like on the fucking horseshoe shit. So 22 years I've been more than that. New Year's 2001 to 2002. So how many years ago was that?
I'm not doing math. I'm high as fuck.
So that's 23 years ago or 24 years ago? It's 23 years ago. Either way. So I've been skin bald since then. I've just been bicking it since then. Actually, I haven't used an actual bic since then. I've been a Gillette guy. I started with the Mach 3s as soon as I could get my hands on one. Because you had to work your way up to afford that back then, way back in those days.
I just need to say it. We told you so. We told you so. We told you so. We told you so. Just about everything.
Following the vaccination. I mean, I had 2 of those shots. I feel fine.
Come on, I had 2 or 3. You ready for this? The comment though. If you're having heart problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but spike protein, blood clots, and myocarditis ain't one.
Myocarditis is the heart thing, right? That the kids were getting. That like the mostly young boys, right? Were getting that shit.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty slick, dude. I like a wordsmith like that. They put that together nice. It's a nice little package comment. My comment game is so fucking weak, dude. I'm just like, I say things that I think are clever, and then it's just like, meh, I'm not that clever. I like to be complimentary. I don't leave negative comments though. I refuse to leave a negative comment. I will only comment a compliment. So I don't comment a lot. I would be commenting a lot more if I had pejoratives to use and like fucking, but because I'm trying to compliment people, I do only comment compliments. That's my rule. So it doesn't happen that much though, and I feel awkward afterwards.
I've been trying to be a lot more positive lately. However, I've noticed there's a pattern.
However, that's a big however, I think, Mike.
I noticed there's a trend that when you say something even positive, you still get labeled a Nazi.
Listen, Mike.
So what?
We're in the listen. Kanye has a somewhat catchy song that has a very, very, very
catchy. That song is.
I want to hear put different lyrics over it. I want you to put different lyrics over it. It's still going to be catchy.
Okay, so.
Yo, what if you said it like this? Pause this. What if you said, okay. What if you said, hi, Ginger? How you doing? Hi, Ginger. Hi, Ginger. How you doing? Hi, Ginger, right? And I'm really making it fucking as cheesy as possible so I don't have to say anything that's too close to it, right? And I'm trying to use also, like, that anagram, you know what I mean, where I'm, like, flipping around the ginger thing. Anyway, so, it's still, like, the fucking melody is still catchy. The song is retarded, stupid. Don't fucking listen to it. But the thing is, if you've studied it.
Why would you study it? What's there
to
study?
It's because of the comedic value, Mike. Because this is something that's like, you remember how like you were able to make fun of OJ for a decade, right? Do you remember growing up as a kid? And do you remember Jay Leno was making fun of OJ and like OJ was just like a joke for a very long time? It was a solid joke. OJ was a solid joke. right? Kanye's been a solid joke since the gay fish thing. Well, maybe before that.
Wow, that's a great point too. Actually,
You know what I mean? So the thing is, he's the gift that keeps on giving. So this is still part of that. Now, wait, he's completely reversing and saying he regrets all of his anti-Semitism and all this shit. And I think he was on Twitter, on X, and fucking he was saying something or other about how he's giving up anti-Semitism. But I'm like, is it because now there are strip clubs in Thailand with a bunch of Thai lady boys who are singing your fucking song in a chorus line?
If you
have you seen those videos?
Yes. Absolutely.
It's apparently a hit. It's a hit in the Philippines.
So I don't know if you saw the algorithm, but apparently we get weird hits in weird places. It's mostly the U.S., Canada, and Australia, which is weird. But those Australians will watch anything. So
good night, mate. Hey, Aussies, Aussie. However you guys say it. I'm sorry. I probably fucked that up, but you guys are cool. I love Australians. Australians are awesome.
I don't know. I think he was doing it just to be a sensationalist. I don't think he actually believed the things he was doing.
Dude, isn't that what everybody's fucking doing? This is to sensationalize everything.
Yeah, but what he's doing.
Aren't we trying to not be sensational at all? Do you see how just grassroots and drab this all is? We're not trying to be sensational. This is what they're trying to do.
We kind of just laugh at everything.
It's sensational how funny everything is.
It really is. It really is. So back to this lovely video.
Are they actually coming inside of a horse right now?
No,
artificially?
They're putting a temperature, taking the temperature of the horse. But here's the problem. This is that's cool, but what's this part? What?
But she just put the shitty fucking thermometer between her tits, though, Mike. She put the shitty fucking horse thermometer between her tits, Mike.
Did you see the end of the video? Did you see her put?
No, but can we just dissect this right here? She puts it in its fucking asshole. Look, Mike. Nope.
Okay.
Ooh, 98.6. She sniffed it. She sniffed it off camera. She sniffed it.
We don't know if she washed it when it got cut. She
could have. Bro, then why are you showing it to me now?
Okay, just
then
watch.
Why is she showing this to me now?
Just watch.
She put it between her tits. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's just look past that. Okay, fine. She's got a shitty fucking thermometer between her tits. I
just want to point out, when she went upside down, the thermometer did not fall.
Okay, because she kept it between her tits.
But now she's going to put it in her mouth. And she's going to put it in the butt of the horse. He doesn't even want the microphone anymore. He's off microphone. He's gone. Imagine if that horse farted at that very moment.
Why the fart? No, she knew. She pressed on its fucking bottom to push all its air out of its fucking orifice.
Wow, Ryan.
Wow. And so she knew that she was just going in and fucking just a pucker hole. So I'm just saying, this is practice. This is bestiality because she practiced it. Because now, after watching her doing it once, she did it 30,000 times. She's had her face in a horse's asshole 30,000 times, Mike.
I don't want to react to this.
30,000 times.
I don't want to react to this, Ryan. I want to react to the other 29,999,000 times that she's tried this and messed it up. Did she go too deep once and her face went in the...
Yeah, but she did it perfect 10 times in a row and said, now I got to get it on a video.
Wow, Ryan.
Pew. I can smell. I can smell the score. I can still smell horse. I can smell horse shit in here. I can smell fucking horse shit in here.
52 years of documented school shootings in America, conducted by teenagers. Do you know 100% of them were on either an antidepressant or on a barbiturate drug for anxiety? And every one of these antidepressants, including Prozac, Zoloft, Xanax, you name them, all these anti-anxiety drugs and antidepressants, do you know every single one of them are published to increase the risk of suicide behavior and actions, and I quote, lead to violent and homicidal actions. 100% of all school shooters, for the documented 52 years of history, we've been tracking them and studying them, 100% of all the shooters were on drugs that are published and prescribed by your medical doctor, brought to you by CVS and Walgreens and others. 52.
I'm sure there's definitely an exaggeration in a lot of what he's saying a little bit. But the thing is, I do know that all the school shooters, they were all on SSRIs. Like, they all were, but they were all males, but they were all males on SSRIs. You understand what I'm saying? You know, this doesn't speak for the female population, because how many female mass shooters are there? There was that one that was, I think they were transitioning. So that number's its own way. I think the in way, not the out way.
Can you be more specific than that? Because I don't know what the fuck that means.
Like female to male, I think.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know what you meant.
The in way, I'm saying from a male perspective, which is fucked up, right? Because it's sort of misogynistic to say this out loud. But the thing is, it is what it is. Whatever. The in way, to me, this is how you have to explain it to my. Listen, you know what? This is everybody's self-diagnosed autistic. I'm self-diagnosed retarded. So this is what you get.
Same.
And same, right? So now, that being said, that's how I understand it. The in way or the out way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this not sharing? Yes, here we go. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Just people
living a life.
No cell phone. No cell phone. Just people
living their best lives. Some say concrete jungle. I say concrete paradise.
That comment. Wow, look, it's the Fantastic Four. Fantastic. Like.
Nice. I just seen a trailer for that movie. Who knows? Hopefully it's good. It looks good to me. If it's just if it is a 60s campy comic booky movie, I'm gonna like it. And I think I'm gonna like Superman for the same reason. And this is the thing. Fuck all y'all haters. I'm gonna go into it enthusiastic because you know what? I'm sick and tired of fucking going and watching movies and people have a lot of shit to talk about it. I'm just gonna go in to have fun. And if it sucks, it sucks. And you know what? The thing is, I'm expecting something different because they said they're doing something different. So I'm going for something different.
But has there really been a bad Superman movie?
I didn't like the one with Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor and Roth, what was his name? Who played Superman? Kevin Spacey played Lex Luthor. He was perfect. He was perfect. I didn't really like that one. And in retrospect, it is great for how campy it is. But Superman 3 with Richard Pryor wasn't really good. 1 and 2 were good. The Man of Steel with Henry Cavill was fucking good.
Yes.
Superman 4 is a classic because Superman 4 and Rocky 4 were my 4s. Because those were the 4s that were just like, oh my God, we're going to stop nuclear war. With boxing and with Superman. Like, I thought as a child that nuclear war was going to be squashed by Ronald Reagan, by Superman, and by Rocky. And I thought these 3 white dudes with the same haircut, they all had the same haircut. I thought these 3 white dudes with the same haircut were all going to stop nuclear war from happening. Pretty much. That was my philosophy when I was like 5 years old. So when those movies came out, that was around the same time. And Superman 4 is pretty epic. So 3 definitely sucks. And the one with Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor, that one sucks, although he's a good bad guy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think Parker Posey plays his girlfriend.
In real life, he's a creepy fucking bad guy. No, he was clear of those charges, right? I think they eventually were thrown out or something.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be out and about now, and I think he did the promo for Tim Dillon's special, which was fucking hilarious because they played. They played on that. They played on that.
Episodes. Maybe somehow next week. No, I don't know if we can figure it out. No, it might. I want to watch the Tim Dillon CNN.
So many emotions. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to live react to that.
That's right. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've only watched like the snippets, and I'm waiting to watch it.
She annoys me. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. But
she was a fight. I think we spoke about this on last week's podcast. And now they released it, or we spoke about it a couple weeks ago, but they finally released it right this week. Speaking about news, but the thing is, she used to be a Vice reporter. When they were doing like fucking all that like super like investigate the cartel shit. Like back in the day, they were doing
Vice was the shit.
When they were doing risky fucking
Vice.
shit. Yeah, they were doing dangerous shit. Like they were like
boots on the ground.
Doing like fucking cartel guys who were like this with their voices.
Real journalism. We don't have that anymore.
Guys with guns out. They were going to fucking like Darfur and shit, right? Weren't they going to like Sudan? Like the Sudan, like when Brad Pitt and everybody was like for Darfur.
I still would have said yeah.
They were going to fucking like places of the world that were wasted from just like tribal warfare and shit. Yeah.
Do you miss New York, Ryan?
I do. That's why I'm coming back next week.
Yeah.
Sure.
You sure?
I love this. This is my favorite. The randomness. It's just the randomness. I miss the randomness, Mike. You know what? I know exactly where this is too. I know where this is.
Did he think that was a driveway? What do you think?
Okay. Have you ever been to like North Harlem or like Washington Heights?
All the time.
Okay, so when you go super uptown, like sometimes like do you know how the sidewalks sometimes in Brooklyn are mad narrow? And you don't even realize it.
Sure.
And we're not even confusing. There's nothing confusing about this because it's all grid system when you get to this part of Upper Manhattan anyway. Like it's like just south of south of Washington Heights. You're still in Harlem, but anyway, everything's grid. But the sidewalks going uptown to the Bronx one. So this is on Amsterdam Avenue, I think. And the sidewalk gets wide, so somebody just drove up in between parking spots and drove up onto the sidewalk. That's how that happens. And nonchalantly just tried to start turning into the fucking train station. This is with intent. This guy, whoever this guy is, or is that a lady or a guy? Can we tell who this is?
I can't tell. Based on the area it is, if he's a local, he's one of like 6 races.
It's a Nissan Rogue. I'm not going by race right now. I'm just saying I know the neighborhood.
It's Nissan Rogue, then it's I don't know. I'm just going in all these racist directions. I'm joking.
He could be Dominican. Maybe he's Dominican. He's on his way. He's on his way to Washington Heights, and he thought he could catch one train uptown. But it would have been quicker if he took the A and just gotten off by the Cloisters, okay? At 207th Street or something.
Drove in the car he's in instead of trying to drive it into the subway.
Sometimes that traffic gets crazy on Memorial Day weekend. Fucking Memorial Day weekend traffic is crazy, dude. You know what? Out here is fucking nuts, dude. It's just nuts. Like Memorial Day, going to the movies. I just went to the movies. I saw Final Destination, the last one that just came out.
How was it? I heard it was not good.
I fucking liked it, dude. You know what? This is what I'm fucking saying. Okay, do you know what? Like, I did just say this, right? About, like, the whole movie thing and the expectations and stuff. I went into this thing in a bad mood, by the way. I did not go into this fucking movie in a good mood. But my expectations of the movie were to have fun. And I ended up having fun, and I ended up walking out of that movie in a better mood. Because this is what I go for. I'm going to this movie for the campy fucking slaughter gore. Mike, they made a movie for what it is. They made it, and the story was good. It focused on a family instead of a group of friends, and it made sense. The curse made sense. The death curse made sense, and I liked it. Go and fucking see this movie. People, go to the movie theaters. Just fucking go, dude. Just go. Just
bring home bed bugs. It'll be great.
No, there's no bed bugs in Florida. We got none of that shit down here. We spray our shit down with
too fucking hot, and
we're all getting cancer from the pesticides anyway. So,
Jesus.
But that's awesome though. Nancy Grace again, this light bulb head motherfucker. Okay, what does she have to say? This lady, I could agree with her everything she says in a sentence, but I have to be like, I still hate you. I still hate you.
Okay, yeah. I just don't like her, but I agree with her a quarter of the time, maybe. Like Like
her delivery sucks.
Sometimes she's just fucking ridiculous, and she's cold hard against cannabis and all
she's like shit. Bizarro Long Island medium. I just like she can't predict shit. She just criticizes shit.
That was an incredible description. That was a fucking incredible description. Wow.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to like rationalize why Nancy Grace exists. So I'm like, if Long Island medium exists, she's like trying to predict shit and trying to talk to the dead. She's trying to like sort of scold the living and like just talk posthumously like about stuff like retrospectively like Captain Hindsight.
I feel like
but her delivery sucks. But Long Island medium's delivery is fucking pretty smooth. The thing is, I know they're both spewing bullshit.
I feel she is a wannabe Piers Morgan.
No. That's not how it started. It used to be more. She was like, she was more like shame expose person.
Yeah.
Before, like Geraldo Rivera ended up going in that direction too.
Yo,
like
he's the one who busted that famous. What was it called? It's upstate New York. It's an abandoned asylum, but it was basically a home for mentally disabled children, and they turned it into a work camp.
Yeah.
And Letchworth Village.
Letchworth. Yeah, there's several docs about that. So Letchworth, right? Letchworth.
Yep.
And there's that place is fucking creepy. And that isn't that obviously it's an urban explorer.
I was gonna say
like destination.
If you go to one of the older episodes of Urban Exploring, Stoned and Afraid, where me and my friend John go to haunted, abandoned places, high as fuck on edibles. And we went to Letchworth Village, and it was like
the paranoia makes it extra scary, though. Bro, that's the thing. I used to do that shit on acid when I was a teenager.
Dude, I've had more experiences that were creepy, obviously, because I was high as fuck. But like at Letchworth Village, the place just felt sad. Like I walked in and I'm like, it just feels sad. I found homework, like kids' drawings, kids' art.
The child death thing is not comfortable. That's the whole thing that makes it. It feels like the reason why Jason is like you're sort of cheering for the murder, and like Halloween, you're sort of cheering for the murder, is because it's just like, oh, everybody's insufferable that they're killing, right? But with Freddy Krueger, the reason why that's such a sad story, and the reason why Freddy Krueger's always creepier than any other of the fucking horror movie horrors, is because he fucking hurt children.
He was a pedophile, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah, and he was a kid murderer too. Not only he was just like also he would pedophile and discard. You know what I mean? And it was just like, and that's fucking some heavy shit. So when that shit is like involved, and you have the whole, and it's an institution. Now, number one, institutions, just because of the whole cleanliness thing and the facade of it being sort of like rule-based and stuff like that, like everybody having the assumption that everything's done in an orderly fashion and done properly. Dude, I'm just saying, I come across a lot of fucking people suing nursing homes and shit like that. So you hear how abysmal it gets in those institutions.
It's terrible.
Alleged. Let's just say, could we just call ourselves the Dumbfounded Alleged Podcast?
No.
Can we just put alleged in the name just so we can blanket alleged over this whole? This podcast allegedly happened. I think we're all AI generated.
He is
How about that? Nancy Grace.
comparing Combs' penis to a Tootsie Roll, and later in that same lawsuit, she refers to him as itty bitty ditty.
Okay, Rob Shooter, testimony aside, there's really no coming back from that for Diddy.
She wants that, though. That's bullshit, though.
That they're coming back from that, and I would guess this is a detail. It's scandalous.
What were we saying?
This was the name of the last week's episode, right? And we skipped over it. So now we're covering our bases. Because you know what? We want to give you the reason why we do these fucking thumbnails, right? So this is what we're here for. And this was said by a former, I guess, sex worker, or like somebody who had relations with Diddy, who said his dick looked like a soft like a Tootsie Roll. Which a Tootsie Roll, to my recollection, is the size of a pinky. Now, I highly doubt that. You doubt that, right? That's an exaggeration. Nancy Grace is grasping on something because it's sensational. You remember what I said about sensationalism?
Yes, but
we all know if Diddy has a small dick, it's probably average size.
This wasn't something that
You know, it's probably surprisingly small for Diddy. It's probably like 6 inches, but you're expecting a fucking 10-inch dick because fill in the fucking blank, man. I don't want to talk about racial stereotypes, but I'm just saying, like,
you said it now. Own up to it. Because why?
Because he's rich and could afford a penile fucking like sort of enhancement.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is. They can fill your dick with filler and make it fatter.
Is it like a BBL except for your dick?
It's a BBL for your dick. We should have fucking named the episode that. It's a BBL for my dick.
Wow.
It's a fat transfer to my dick.
Wow.
They take the fat out of my ass and put it in my dick. So it's like my dick is half ass now. I have a half ass dick. This is dipshit talk. This is what dipshits say.
This is
the
end
of
the
language
show
that we do.
It's dipshit talk, and yeah, someone complained about the language we use. I would like you guys, but you know the language. I'm like, at first I thought it was a chick, an older chick. So I'm
follow me on Instagram. I'm doing this to you too. Fuck you.
I thought it was an older chick, and I go look at the profile finally, and I'm like, oh no, it's a dude. What kind? And
language. I'm sorry, guys. I do not apologize for my language.
If language hurts your ears, this is not the show for you. In fact, I was doing a little research like how to get more subscribers, and one person's like, "Oh, just ask for it. You tell people you want to like, subscribe, and it'll help." And
yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
No, don't like.
Does nothing. It does nothing. Just don't watch us.
Yeah,
please, don't fucking watch. Just
don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Trump hands. Don't watch. Just don't watch. Shit is in our name.
Yes.
What do you mean,
Listen
language?
to us. Don't watch us. Don't.
Aren't we? We're not coming in hot with dipshit, but we're coming in warm.
Subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Don't
do that.
Don't like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Don't ever fucking smash any buttons.
And next,
leave the buttons alone. Leave the buttons alone.
On the podcast, we will be holding a contest to whoever sent us the best severed head for $640. You have to ship it to
severed head.
You have to ship it to my P.O. box located in the Canary Islands.
We will be rendezvousing with you in a silver yacht. Look out for a silver yacht. But we'll figure out something for next week. If not, we're definitely just going to be throwing up fucking clips on social and all over the fucking place.
Behind at this point.
Yeah, so
next week before this one, but I couldn't even get there. I'm close. They're all
so
scheduled.
we still have canon in the story. We still have canon, so we still have canon to get out. We're good. We're not like Disney right now that's running out of stories from Marvel and Star Wars. We have canon.
People run out. Just make new ones. Like Luke Skywalker is reincarnated as a baby, and oh wait, that's Mandalorian kind of.
That is sort of the Mandalorian a little bit, but. Anyway. But the thing is, we will still be coming out with content. I fucking promise you, dipshits. Thank you for fucking chilling with us. Sunday nights, 9:30.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, the rest of that shit.
Like, all that shit. Share this shit. Share the clips. Share the fucking episodes. Watch long form. Fast forward through us.
Don't watch.
We love you, motherfucker.
Watch the clips.
Peace out, motherfuckers.